Just a couple points before we go for lunch. So first I'd like to go back to this levels of mind that we briefly touched on earlier. That we can talk about a number of levels of mind. The mind that is active now is what's called the coarse mind, the surface level mind. And of course that includes all the sense faculties and all the thinking, emotions and so forth. And within this level of mind there's a sort of a large bandwidth of levels. And often in psychology here within this, we talk about conscious and subconscious or conscious and unconscious. So we have this sort of threshold of awareness. And it's only above that threshold are we actually aware of what's going on in the mind. And there's a lot of more deeper level activity going on that we don't notice. That's the subconscious, unconscious. In this shamatha practice, whether you're using the breath, the mind, or whatever the object, as you cultivate relaxation, stability, clarity, this threshold moves down. So then you become aware of more and more mental events, and eventually when we get close to shamatha, it really moves down, right down here. And then when we actually achieve shamatha, where we've moved into this level of mind. And the subtle level of mind, a deeper level of mind, Alan Wallace calls this the substrate consciousness, meaning that this is the ground of the psyche, it's the ground from which all of our thoughts and emotions arise and dissolve back into. This level of mind, of course, is still, it's non-conceptual, it's clear and blissful. And this is what we use in Vipassana practice to investigate nature of reality. And because this mind is so clear, focused, and so forth, we can come in our Vipassana practice to a direct insight into the nature of reality. If we don't have this level of mind, and we're using this mind in Vipassana practice, we're going to have limited results. Of course, if our mind now is very distracted and half asleep, and we go into Vipassana practice, I think not much is going to happen. But if we've managed to move down here a little bit, particularly some more clarity in our shamatha, and then we apply that to Vipassana, we can really start to have some strong experiences that can really start to affect our mind. But to fully penetrate nature of reality, we need to have this level of mind. Then we can talk about the very subtle level of mind, sometimes called primordial consciousness. And this level of mind is only a level of mind that is really discussed in Tantra or Vajrayana, because it's only in Tantra or Vajrayana practice that we have methods to gain access to this level of mind. And this is really the ground state of consciousness. And this level of mind is beyond time, and it's non-local. Meaning, here we can talk about, my mind that is active now, and even when we're down here, we can talk about our subtle mind being active. But when we get down here, you can't really say my very subtle mind. It doesn't make any sense. But does that mean everyone's subtle mind is one? No, that doesn't make sense either, because that's dualistic. So, and this is really the foundation of everything, including time. And it's in Tantra or Vajrayana we can gain access to this. And if we can gain access to this in that level of practice and use that in Vipassana to penetrate reality, we can accelerate the path to enlightenment. These levels of mind in Sanskrit, the very subtle mind is sometimes called jhana. And then the coarse mind is called vijnana. The VI prefix is really meaning here sort of discursive. And then the subtle mind, which is the basis of the coarse mind, here is called alaya vijnana. Alaya means like basis, the basis of this mind. And so therefore, the more that we can stabilize this mind that we have now in shamatha practice, the more stable and clear we can make it, then the better it is for Vipassana practice. And again, I want to speak a little bit more about this later. I think maybe even this evening's session I want to mention a bit more about this, but that's enough for now, I think. And then when we talk about mind, we can talk about it from a number of different perspectives. And one that I've sort of briefly touched on already is we can talk about what's called the 6 consciousnesses. Because we can talk about 6 types of objects that we experience with our mind. With our mind, we can experience visual objects, we can experience sounds, smells, taste, and tactile sensations. So they are what's called the 5 sense objects. But also with the mind, we can experience mental objects such as thoughts, emotions, memories, mental images. So since we can experience 6 types of objects with our mind, we can talk about 6 consciousnesses, which are the 5 sense consciousnesses and mental consciousness. So of course we're not talking about here 6 separate minds. There's only one mind. These are 6 aspects of the one mind we have. The aspect of mind that perceives visual objects, we call that visual consciousness. The aspect of the mind that experiences sounds, we call auditory consciousness, and so on. And the aspect of mind that perceives thoughts, emotions, memories, and so forth is mental consciousness. And so what we said, I think yesterday, was these sense consciousnesses are non-conceptual. They know their object directly. Whereas mental consciousness is conceptual. Because we know the object through concept. For example, again, when we look at this cup and experience the cup, then that visual experience, the visual consciousness, directly perceives some collection of colours and shapes. But then our mental consciousness goes, I know what that collection of colours of shapes is, that's a cup. And so then we know that object with mental consciousness via the idea or concept cup, hence conceptual consciousness. So this is a very common presentation we see in Buddhism in terms of just explaining the different types of objects we perceive. There was one more presentation here, but maybe it's a bit long for now, so maybe we'll leave it till later. So let's just leave it there, and let's break for lunch and come back at 2 o'clock.